Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. I'm David with Softron. Now you've probably already seen the video on the Sonnet X Max Studio and the Echo 2 DV module inside. Now I want to revisit that because I want to take this and put it inside of a case and make a portable solution for MovieRecorder. And that of course includes a few other things. So the idea here is really using things I probably already have on hand. I know I've had most of these things as a video engineer probably right around in the office. So I do have a gator case that I did need to get, and then I'm going to flip this Mac around so we can see all the ports. So I'm going to have that first connection being the Thunderbolt cable to the video cards in the Mac Studio. And remember that this is the Echo 2 DV, so I can have two different cards in here. So for instance, I can have maybe like the Blackmagic HDMI solution, so 4 HDMIs, and then maybe the Blackmagic 8K Pro. So that might give me the best of both worlds, depending on what situation you're going to run into. Maybe we want to add an external SSD so we can expand the storage without having to have that customized on the Mac Studio itself. I'm also going to add that Stream Deck, like I said, so we can have controls right on the little interface. And then I'm going to add an audio device. Now that's not really important because most cameras can embed the audio right into the camera, and if you have SDI or HDMI, MovieRecorder will be able to capture it. But I'm adding it in case for some reason your camera can embed audio, or maybe you have some other mix you want to add. Now I was trying to think about what would be a good option for a display, and I thought it might be fun to actually try to use an iPad. There's some solutions out there that allow you to control your Mac. So yes, it would be very easy to just have a display on hand and connect it, but I thought let's have a little fun and see how we can control this a different way. And so I'm looking at my iPad and maybe something like this Luna display. There's other devices, there's software that can do it, but it's software as a service and a continual payment. It's kind of against the Softron brand, so I went with the one-time purchase of the Luna display. There's a $90 USB-C going over to your iPad, so that's what I'm going to try. But again, we don't make that, that's just me trying it. You're on your own for that support. So we have our Sonnet Echo 2 DV, I have my case, so let's put that in there. So we're pretty much 90% there. It's really getting the Sonnet, getting some handles on the side. So next part. So with the Focusrite, I didn't think we'd have the clearance, but actually we do have enough clearance at the top to put it right in the front. Initially I decided to go in the back, just if we didn't have the height, but we do. And it's great because Sonnet does include these little stickers, these little magnetic stickers, so we can put this and mount it right here on top of the Sonnet, and that way you can have your audio interface right there. So I think that's going to be really, really nice for this setup. My Stream Deck. All right, so my Stream Deck is in, I have my Focusrite, and of course I have the Echo 2 DV, the Mac Studio, and the module. So let's turn this on. There we go. So like I said, about the display, we could easily just have a normal display, hook it up, HDMI, there you go. But I thought it'd be fun to use this. That's the AstroPad Luna display, and it is just a little USB-C device, very small. See if I can get that up close. So very small. And I'm going to put that in the Mac Studio, or I'm going to drop it inside the case. So I'm going to launch Luna Display, and that's going to connect automatically because I've set it up to do that. So now we can close this. And so I have my Mac screen. Now one of the things I did add here is I added the ability to have the keyboard on screen. So on that Mac Studio, to have that keyboard, we need to go to Input Sources, Show Input in Menu Bar. That's how I have it on. So now we can close this. Show Keyboard Viewer. Now, of course, if I hit X, it's just going to go away, but I can hit minimize, and it's going to go like that, so I just need to tap on keyboard. But it would be very easy to bring along a keyboard and connect right to the Mac Studio, but let's still have fun with it. Now that it's connected, I can launch MovieRecorder, and I'm seeing my inputs already. I'm going to make this large. Now I do have the keyboard always on the screen, and so I'm going to tap. as you see. And now I can use the keyboard, type in a remote control name. Let's see. So all those have the same name now, as you can see. And of course I can hit gang record. So now we're rolling on those. Okay, so that's how you can set up the iPad, but don't forget we also have the Stream Deck. Now I've done other videos that show how to set up a Stream Deck, but we can kind of go over this quickly and see how you can apply that. So let me grab that Stream Deck. That is right here. Let me use my prop camera here. You can see. And so let me show you how to set this up. So in MovieRecorder, we're going to go to Window and then to Stream Deck. Now I can see my Stream Deck and I've clicked Use and Hold. Now Use means we're going to use this model, this device that's currently connected, and Hold means even as we switch apps, it's still going to make sure that we have control of the Stream Deck. Then for the profile, I have this default one I've already slid over, but of course you can add a different profile and make your own custom Stream Deck setup and apply that. But I'm just going to keep with the default. Okay, with our Stream Deck set up, now I can use these buttons. So you see here, I can hit Select All, and of course I can hit Record. Let's stop. And then let's just grab the sources 2 and 4 and record. So I think with the Stream Deck and the iPad that these are two cool solutions, especially with the iPad you can walk around and you know, start recording. So if you want to hand that to one person, they can actually start seeing the video. And then of course with the Stream Deck, if you're right by here, you can just select the channels you want and start recording. And I think that's a nice way to do it. Now, of course, when we're always talking about hardware, you know, hardware, the moment you buy it, is going to start to become obsolete. But with software, it's only going to get better. And I think that's what Softron, you know, kind of sets itself apart. So always make sure to, you know, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can go to the website, softron.tv, and you can reach out to us and contact us if you have some questions about the products and you want to see how it's going to be used. Thanks for watching.